Excellencies, esteemed partner, dear colleagues and friends, this month marks the 70th anniversary of our organization. On December 5th, 1951, an international migration conference was convened in Brussels, where a group of 19 countries, including the Netherlands, decided to establish the organization which is today IOM, under the name of Provisional Intergovernmental Committee for the Movement of Migrants from Europe, or PCMME, mandated to help European governments to identify resettlement countries for the estimated 11 million people uprooted by the Second World War. It arranged safe transport for nearly 1 million migrants during the 50s. Still, IOM origins were quite modest in scope and its future quite uncertain. The PCMME was in fact a provisional body, a committee with a temporary mandate and operations limited to a single continent. Yet, its importance to the life of those who benefited from these early international transportation services, safe and dignified transport of migrants, is an activity which remains a key feature of our work to this day. The following year, 1952, the first of several name and mandate changes took place as the PCCME became now the Intergovernmental Committee for European Migration, or ISEM, which was no longer provisional but was still limited to operations in Europe. 28 years later, in 1980, the organization name changed to the Intergovernmental Committee for Migration, or ICM, in recognition of the organization's increasingly global role, in particular in Latin America and Southeast Asia. By this time, the organization had already assisted over 3 million migrants with transport and provided other support services in numerous other areas. Finally, in 1989, the ICM became the International Organization for Migration, IOM, having expanded still further its reach and program range of services. The status of the organization has further evolved since then, and now has a nearly universal membership, constant growth in its scope of work and size of operation, and entry into the United Nations system in September 2016 as a UN-related organization. Today, IOM is a global organization with a global footprint and a presence at some 450 locations in nearly 160 countries. In the Netherlands, IOM opened an office in 1991, and thus we are also celebrating this year its 30th anniversary in one of its founding member states. At the request of the Dutch government, IOM has been facilitating the voluntary return of migrants since then, under the Return and Immigration Assistance from the Netherlands, or REAN program. In the past 30 years, more than 68,000 migrants in the Netherlands have returned to more than 100 different countries with the support of IOM. This could not have been achieved without the close cooperation of government agencies, embassies, municipalities, NGOs, migrant organizations, and other key figures. Indeed, IOM network today is as broad as the number of migration topics IOM is involved in the world. In the Netherlands, besides return migration, a whole range of projects within different themes have been developed by IOM over the years, such as in resettlement, family unification, integration, labor migration, and involving the diaspora in the development of their countries of origin through temporary work assignments. Establishing relationships with the private sector have also become increasingly important. In the last decade, IOM has continued to grow at a steady pace, with an increase from 146 member states to 174. The IOM budget on a global level has increased by another 50%, with an annual expenditure now exceeding the $2 billion. The organization workforce has doubled to over 20,000 staff members working around the globe, mostly in the field. Over time, IOM role and responsibilities have expanded considerably in line with the growing importance of migration and displacement, be it man-made or nature or climate disaster related, as key issues which require support, solidarity and dialogue within the international community. The adoption of Global Compact for Safe, Orderly and Regular Migration in 2018 has been a watershed moment in this regard. Then, as of today, IOM stands side by side with its member states and the global international community in achieving its goals, and to do so with flexibility and responsiveness, while remaining as close to the people it serves as possible on the ground, in the field. Even more so, as the challenges posed by the still enduring global pandemic test all of us in endurance and resolve to fulfill our mandate with additional yet necessary health measures to ensure safety. Also, in this occasion, we take this opportunity to mark our yearly event of International Migrants Day, an occasion that should make us all reflect on the crucial role that migration had and still has in the socio-economic growth of societies, as reflected by this year's theme, Harnessing the Potential of Human Mobility. Allow me now to remark that this incredible and exciting journey has been possible thanks to the long-standing dedication, commitment, and professionalism of our staff worldwide, including our team of almost 80 staff here in the Netherlands. It has been my great honor and pride to be part of IOM for good 28 years and to lead its mission here in the Netherlands since late 2018, continuing the invaluable work done along with several thousands of IOM staff over the past 70 years worldwide. Thank you for your kind attention.